the introduction of saying, like, this is the kind of stuff that if I was just mucking around on a guitar at home on my own, this is what I'd be doing. And I thought, well, actually, that's quite interesting, because I'd be really interested to know. I'd like just to be on a fly on the wall of him just mucking around on a guitar, but crucially, when no one is watching. That's what I'd like to see. And obviously, by definition, that is impossible. But it was very interesting that one of the songs he plays is 20 Flight Rock by Eddie Cochran, because that is a song. It's the third time I've seen him or heard about him playing that song in a way where he is performing and trying to impress, I think. So obviously the first one is when he and John Lennon met for the first time. He played 20 Flight Rock to him as a way of demonstrating to him that he was good at the guitar. That impressed John Lennon, led to him joining the Beatles, and now it's all this, and and then of course in the anthology he talks about that meeting and demonstrates it by playing the same song. And there is a way in the anthology where the way he's looking at the camera and he's hamming it up quite a lot and enjoying himself, and he is enjoying the fact that he's impressing someone, the person in the room. I think we've spoken before about a different McCartney documentary. I think it might have been the Flaming Pie one that we did in the World Tonight, where just when he has sort of one person in the room, he does seem to really enjoy entertaining and impressing them, which he is probably doing with the director and the camera people here. But so 20 Flight Rock to me seems like Paul McCartney's sort of party piece, if you know what I mean. Like, it's the thing he wheels out. I'm not suggesting that he doesn't play it when he's on his own and derive pleasure from it. I just mean that I think because of its inclusion, specifically was the thing that made me think, this is not the Paul McCartney who is just mucking around on his own on a guitar. We're not seeing that version of him because he has included that song, which he wheels out when he wants to perform to someone, I think.
But the way you say that actually makes sense, because we both play guitar, right? And
just a bit, mate.
If someone said to you, we're going to film you, just play whatever you'd normally play to yourself at home, you're not going to do that. You're not going to, if it were me, muddle my way through what I'm currently learning, some song from the 90s that I forgot to learn at the time or whatever it is. I'm going to bust out the song that I've been playing like to perfection for the last 5 years, right?
Sure.
Because it's on camera. So that does make sense. But it is an interesting, it's an interesting thing to include in this showing of one hand clapping, because you're right, it's positioned as here's something a little bit special. And I guess the special thing about it is that this is footage that isn't well known, and that automatically makes it special. It's just potentially a little bit not quite in keeping with the same project that one hand clapping is supposed to be, which is more like a celebration of all of the great songwriters